welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so disclaimer, I'm probably gonna swear. I mean, I try not to, but it is part of my vocabulary. So, yeah, I mean, I'll try. Can't make any promises. So, I thought I would be a really basic and jump on the bandwagon and do a get ready with me slash like questions. I don't know if that's what we'll get ready. So I've got people's questions on my phone. Don't know if you can see them. They're all saved in my camera roll. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get ready and answer your questions. Oh, okay. My first one is my favourite foundation. My favourite foundation. You actually. I am actually naturally quite dark skin toned, so I like this one by NYX. It's Born to Glow. I wear the shade Golden Honey, and I also mix it sometimes with the number 7 Essentially Natural foundation in the shade Deeply Honey. So we're on the honey spectrum. My skin tone, so I'm just gonna take my nose out. My skin tone fluctuates massively. So some days it's really, really dark. Some days it's really light. So I like to kind of mix them. I actually really like, is it NYX or is it NYX? I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I really like this foundation because it's so cheap. I think it's like 12, I want to say £12 maybe for this one. And they have got such a good range for darker skin, like people with darker skin. And I found actually that a lot of the expensive skin brands, their foundations aren't the right shade for me, and I find that these are really, really blendable. So yeah, that's my favourite foundation. I'm probably gonna get better at doing these videos. This is my first one, so obviously I'm a bit like What are your views on cheating in a relationship? Just like, cheating in a relationship is a massive no-no for me. If you feel the need to cheat in the relationship, then just leave. If you're not happy, then just leave, because there's no point staying in something that's going to make you unhappy and breaking someone's trust, and just like, you're breaking someone's trust, and it's going to have a long lasting effect. They're never ever going to be able to trust anyone again. So if you're not happy and you feel the urge to cheat, then just leave. And I don't think being drunk is an excuse, because surely when you're drunk and you've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, all you want to do is just go home and give them a cuddle, right? I don't know. So no, don't cheat. Cheating's not good. Cheating is a big no-no. Would you rather have a growth spurt or shrink? Okay, so I think I would have to say have a growth, because I don't know whether it's a really big growth spurt or just like a little growth spurt. But I'm only 5'1" or 5'2". So I actually am quite happy being small. It's nice because I don't know why I like it. I think I've got the kind of figure that suits a short person, I guess. So I think I might look a bit strange if I was a bit taller. But then being tall does have its advantages. Like, I don't have to get my brother to get the cereal from the top shelf. I don't have to ask random people in shops if they can reach something for me. So, I would say growth spurt, but only a little bit. How do you cope with someone being negative about you? I'm not gonna lie, I do cry. I get really upset when people are negative. Yeah, I get upset, but I think everyone gets upset, don't they, when someone's being negative. I get more upset when I find out through the grapevine that someone's been negative rather than someone being negative directly to me, because that's when like my anxiety kicks in. And I'm like, oh, what have they said? And that's when like everything plays in my mind. So I usually, I'm not gonna lie, think and say something like really inspirational about how I deal with negativity. I do just get really upset and cry about it, but I think it's something that you get used to. Yeah, I think it's just something that you get used to. I mean, I think no matter how much of an angel you are, people are always going to be negative towards you, so you just got to suck it up, I guess, and try not let it get to you, which is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying my best. If you were offered £1 million to marry an ex, would you do it? Yeah. I mean, I don't really like many of my exes, bar like a few. But I'd marry them because it means that I get £1 million. But I could use that £1 million to go and get my own house. I wouldn't actually have to be anywhere near them. So I could like move abroad. I'd never have to see them again. I mean, we'd still be married, but we'd like, yeah, £1 million all the way. Because I'd use the money, so I wouldn't have to spend time with them. How do you get over a boy? I'm probably not the best person to ask this question. Don't know. Get Tinder, get Bumble, get Hinge, swipe your life away. Swipe it, get chatting to people to take your mind off of it. I think a lot of the time when you go through a breakup, when you're trying to get over someone, it's not always the person that you miss. Sometimes it's like the routine. So maybe try, I don't know, like one of my friends is going through a breakup at the minute, and every time he wants to text her, I make him text me instead as like a distraction. So I don't know, if it works for you, it works for you. Are you having a wine? If not, have a wine. I'm not having a wine because it is 10:06 in the morning. But I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So I probably should have one. But I haven't had a coffee yet, and haven't eaten, so it's probably not gonna be the best idea. Have you ever been on a blind date and did it go well? I have never been on a blind date. I would love to go on a blind date. I'd love to go on a blind date. I think it would be so much fun because I think I'm definitely guilty of this. I know a lot of people are. It's just like life these days, isn't it? You do kind of judge someone before you know him. You judge him by what their picture looks like, or you know, like how they dress and things. And so I think it would be really good if I went on a date with someone that I didn't know and had no idea who was going to turn up. I think that'd be really exciting. One of my other friends went on a blind date. I'm not really sure in the full story, but I think maybe they'd only seen their profile picture and now they're married. So if it can work for them, maybe it'll work for me. If anyone knows anyone who wants to go on a blind date with me, then let me know. Oh no, I've read the question wrong because I'm a donut. If you could go back and tell your past self one thing about the future you. Okay, don't worry, it gets better. Your confidence will grow. you will flourish a little bit. You won't always look like an ugly tie forever. Maybe you'll look less of a tie. You will have a job, you will get through university, you will have a stable friendship group, and you will be happy. But you will have your off days, and that is okay. What's your favourite thing about your job? Oh my god, okay, so my job, I'm not going to say who I work for, but I am a home design person, a home design specialist, stylist. So I go to customers' houses, and I basically tell them or advise them on how they should kind of decorate their interior. I absolutely love my job. I bloody love it. It's so much fun. But I think my favourite thing about it is probably every day is different. I hate getting stuck in a rut. So literally, like, every day is different. I'm always busy. Obviously it has its downsides. Wow, sorry, look how glowy this is. Obviously it has its downsides, but I love it, and I work with an amazing team of people. But yeah, I really like it because I get to follow trends. I get to implement ideas to customers that I can't do myself because I don't have my own house. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the best part about my job. Oh, can you hear my dog whimpering? Oh, he's in the garden. How do you feel about abortion? Oh, bloody hell. I don't have a I don't really have a view on it. I think I always say, like, if I fell pregnant at this age, I wouldn't be able to keep it. But I guess you don't know, really, do you, until you're in that position. I would never judge anyone for getting it. It's their choice. If they don't want the child, they don't want the child. Or maybe they want a child but they don't have the financial stability. So yeah, I think if you want to get an abortion, do it. It's your own body. I mean, if this is someone who's actually considering getting an abortion, I'd say talk to your parents or go to the doctors. I don't know. Something you do to help yourself when you're feeling anxious. Oh, okay, so when I am feeling anxious, oh no, found it. When I'm feeling anxious, I sit down and I write how I'm feeling in my notes on my phone. And I kind of write down why I'm feeling anxious. But also I do that, but also I just kind of try and sleep it off. It's probably not a very healthy coping mechanism. Because I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't even say it. I'm not even going to bother, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not one of them. But yeah, that's what I do if I'm feeling anxious. I write things down in my notes. Or I often just text my friends, and I know that telling people and explaining to people about your mental health can be really, really difficult, but it does get better. And sometimes it is great to kind of get your feelings out in the open. Like, I didn't think, although I could speak to my friends at one point, I couldn't really. I didn't feel like I could, so I took up counselling. And that was a massive, massive help because it was someone who is completely unbiased and they don't really care. They don't care about don't judge you. So, would you rather be naked for the rest of your life or only be allowed to eat raw onions? Eat raw onions? I love raw onions. I don't know why people don't like them. I think they're great. How did you deal with uni life and living away from home? Did you love the freedom or did you feel homesick? I love the freedom of uni, to be honest. I'm not really someone that gets homesick. Yeah, I really liked uni life and I would do it all over again if I could. If it didn't put me in so much debt, and it was free, I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat because I had so much fun. I loved the freedom. I loved, not that I don't have freedom at home because I do, but like it's a very big adjustment when you move home from uni. I was there for 3 years, so it is a very big adjustment to make. So I know I don't really get homesick. I'm not really a homesick person. I don't get homesick. I never have really, to be honest. Like when we used to go on school trips, like with school, like I remember like my friends would get upset because they would be kind of missing their family. And I just wouldn't really get upset. I'm not really a homesick kind of person. I think I'll do one more question because this video's getting quite long. Soz. If you're a vegetable, which vegetable would you be and why? That is a very interesting question. And I won't lie and tell you that I haven't thought about this before, because I have. I think if I was a vegetable, I would be a sweet corn, because they're kind of small, aren't they? And they're just small, and I'm small, so I think I'd be a sweet corn, or a tomato. No, a tomato is a fruit though, isn't it? 'Cause it's got seeds. I don't know. Wow, if you made it this far into the video, congratulations, because you have just listened to me chat for about 19 minutes. So, bloody hell, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back for that, because I couldn't listen to myself for that long. If you enjoyed the video, then please let me know. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I think I've had loads of questions actually on mental health, because I do post a lot about that on my Instagram. But I think what I'll do is I will do a separate video for that, answering people's questions. So I think that'll be my next video. Yeah. But I hope you all have a lovely day and you're keeping safe. Everyone take care. Bye.